Before we begin, this video is sponsored by Sleeve Chief. You can find good quality accessories to make your deck and gear look good. Get card protector sleeves with artworks of all your favorite archetypes and cards for the main and extra deck. There's extraordinary border sleeves, and they've got you covered with deck boxes, playmats, and dice as well. Head on over to Sleeve Chief's website through my affiliate link in the description box below and use my code SHADOW at checkout to get 5% off your entire order. Let's begin. Hey guys, I'm Naya and welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I decided to do banlist predictions. Last year we had a banlist at the beginning of May, somewhere towards the beginning of May. So I figured I would do the banlist predictions right now, since the banlist might happen in a couple weeks time. And I feel like in a couple of weeks, I will not be changing my mind about those predictions. So why not just do them now? And also ask you guys' thoughts about it and what you feel like should be hit. And also if you feel like the banlist is going to be severe at all, because in my opinion, I don't think we're going to get a huge ban list, an impactful ban list, a big ban list, nothing like that. Before the next season, I feel like they're not going to make any significant changes, especially with Kashtira being out for quite a short period of time if you compare its run and quote-unquote dominance to the tier format, where tier was out for quite some time before it was addressed. So that's pretty much my overall thoughts on the ban list. I feel like more things are going to come off the ban list as opposed to being banned or limited or like get severe hits among the top decks. And let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll share my thoughts as we make our way through the ban list predictions. So starting with the unlimited cards, I feel like a very important card for a specific strategy, which is Salamangreat, should become unlimited. I feel like Gazelle should already be a 3, if I'm quite honest. It should have happened a couple ban lists ago. I don't think it's going to change much, making Salamangreat like overly dominant or something, but it is going to give them a bit of an edge, and it will be cool. Like, you get a consistency boost, and you get a very important monster, of course, for your strategy. And the next unlimited card, I think Recital Starlink, there's no difference between it being semi-limited or unlimited. You probably play like 2 copies, if that, because you don't need them that desperately for your opening combos. You can go for multiple searches, you can make the Utopic Draco future, but I feel like there's no difference between it being limited or, semi-limited or unlimited. So I think it can come off the ban list, and we clean the ban list a bit, get one card off of the ban list and make no significant change to the strategy. So yeah, with that we can move on to the semi-limited cards. I've been saying this for some time. I think Astrograph can come to 2. It could probably come to 3 as well with no Electromite. And here's a spoiler, I don't think Electromite is coming back. I was considering predicting this for a very, very short period of time, literally like 4 minutes probably. Then I thought about it and I went, okay, that's probably not happening. So Astrograph can slowly start to come to 2 and then to 3. Pendulum is not a threat, I feel like, as much as that pains me to say, it's not. So it really makes no difference, I think. The next semi-limited card, I think Pot of Prosperity is going to be semi-limited, maybe even limited at one point in time. We see Desires go to 1, go to 2, and then just stay at 2, because they realize how consistency is like probably the most important thing when you're running a strategy. You want it to be as consistent as possible, and Prosperity is giving a lot of consistency to Kashtira, to trap decks, to Sprite, to pretty much any deck that can utilize it. I could go on and on and on and just count out the decks that Prosperity is useful in. And I get that people will say, well, not every single deck can use it. Some decks desperately need their extra deck. And I understand that, but still, the decks that do use it, their consistency is just stupidly, insanely I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like, they're insanely consistent is what I'm trying to say. Also, I just realized I was talking really fast. I guess I'm just really passionate about Prosperity and the consistency, because it's just so annoying going up against a deck that's consistent in itself, like Kashtira is, and then they just go Prosperity and they see additional stuff that's going to help them play through your stuff, or going second, they're going to see going second cards. So I don't mind it being a 2, so you see less copies of it, or maybe even a 1 at some point, but let me know your thoughts. I feel like it should go to semi-limited. Then we have the next semi-limited card. I think Runic Tip could go to semi-limit, just to slowly start to like tone down the consistency of the Runic engine as well. And with that, we're going to discuss another card, which is also a bit of a spoiler. Fountain is played at 2, which is like, there's no point really in hitting that. And I think that's a start. And then the last semi-limited card on here is going to be Engage. I think Engage can come to 2 and it really won't make much of a difference. Sky Striker is kind of struggling and has been struggling for a couple months now. So I guess it would just be nice to give something back to like the older decks, meaning Salamangreat, Sky Striker. Just give them their cards. It really won't make that much of a difference. And if something really proves itself to be an issue, you can just hit it later down the line. So I don't think that's bad. The limited cards, the first one, speaking of older decks, I think Horror can come back. And there's a lot of arguments for that. It really will not pose a threat. At least that's how I feel about it. And also with Kashtira Arise card being literally the most oppressive card against Orcust, I don't think it's an issue to like reintroduce this strategy in this particular format. So I think a lot of Orcust players would be really, really excited. And yeah, I think it wouldn't be bad. Then the next limited card is going to be Trident. Literally, like, why is Dryden not back yet? I can't even fathom how there's cards like, literally a Rise card just banishes one face down and Dryden pops. It's almost the same thing. They get made very easily, both of them, and I feel like Dryden should come back and it should just be there for Zodiac and for any deck that wants to use it, like Zoo Outlich used to be at some point. Like, just give the people the Trident. That's just how I feel about it. I think it would be really cool, and I really enjoyed playing it, so like, I don't know, I would be happy to see it back. And the last limited card, I'm gonna put it at the front because I think it could be an important hit. I just feel like if you go Impermanence on Hugin or Hugin, whatever, if you use Impermanence, what you probably need to do, or almost 100% need to do, because you don't want to see that fountain hit the field, and then they just get rid of it, like, I don't know, use it for sprite plays or synchro plays or whatever, they make another one. It's going to be very easily achievable because they literally play like more than 15 or something runic spells. All of them make this, and they just get fountain anyway. So you literally went minus with using the Impermanence, which you had to do, and then they just make another one and probably plus off of the discard while they're doing it. So I think if it's limited, it will be cool because the recursion from the graveyard is just destruction by battle or card effect. So it's not that easy to get access to again, as opposed to right now when you're playing multiples and you can just easily access them through the runic spells. And then the last card, the one banned card I have on here, it's only one, and I'm going to have a very, very short discussion about the other cards when we get to the end, and it's only Diablosis. I feel like Diablosis is just, it's too much. It's giving Kashtira way much. It's giving Kashtira way too much plays, with how you're easily locking zones with the help of Diablosis, how you're easily just preparing for the matchup that's up against you because you look at their extra deck and you know exactly what they're playing. You literally get rid of like a third or something of your opponent's deck, and then more and more cards get banished. And you also not only taking away literally their resources to play, sometimes with a card like this or even Rice Heart in the deck, you're just able to hit very key pieces, not just the whole entire deck, but like key pieces that the opponent would use for their strategy. And it's just such almost an unfair card. You could describe Diablosis as an unfair card, and I feel like unfair cards just shouldn't be a part of the game. And if you take this away, then the Kashtira player is really going to have to decide what kind of end board they want to go for, because right now with the help of this card, you're literally locking everything. And then they're really going to have to think about what they're trying to play around, and they also won't be able to look at your deck or extra decks. So I think they benefit too much with this card or off of this card, and if it's banned, I really don't see an issue. Right now I got a reprint and people got the chance to play with it, so it could probably go and just like chill on the ban list. Now, as for some of the cards that people would probably put on here in their ban list predictions, I don't think Expulsion or Gimmick Puppet Nightmare are getting hit. The new card from the Tsiat set is literally doing the exact same thing. And also, as for the actual Gimmick Puppet, there's many other targets as well. So then you would either have to hit all of the targets or like preemptively hit the new monster, which of course is not going to happen. So like hitting Expulsion just literally makes zero sense to me. So there's that. And as for cards like D-Barrier and Eradicator and like stuff like that, yes, they're really, really annoying to go up against, but we've seen a pattern. Like, they just do not hit those cards. As soon as they get out of the meta, like, just fall off because decks change and decks rotate, they're going to, like, rotate out of the format as well. So some of these cards, like, we used to, like, beef about anti-spell and stuff like that. They're always going to be annoying. I hate it, you know, when I'm up against a card that's, like, literally going to almost stop me from playing, but these are Banlist predictions, it's not a wish list, and I don't feel like those cards are getting hit. So there's that. Those are my predictions and my thoughts. If there's anything I missed, maybe something really obvious, like let me know. Let me know your entire predictions if you want. You can literally write them down in the comments below. And yeah, also let me know if you feel like the Banlist is actually going to be dropping before national season. And with that, if you like the video, please make sure to like it, sub, check out all the social media, check out Sleeve Chief, of course. Don't forget to use my code if you're shopping there. Just use code SHADOW, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.